1, 2, 3, clap. I got it. You were behind. But hey, at least we know when to line it up.
On my end, it was perfect.
Perfect. Hey and hi and welcome to Hey Buddy, nice podcast. I said too many hays and too many highs. Over there in Scotland, that is Brogan Hastings.
And over there tripping over his words in Australia, that's Wayne Giovinazzi.
Yeah, this is one of the rare occasions where I don't have something to say about Brogan Hastings doing something in Scotland and Brogan Hastings has something to say about me doing something in Australia.
It's usually the other way around. I'm usually struggling for something to say to you.
Yeah, I had something, but now I don't get to say it. I guess it's next. Oh, I won't even get to say it this time because it's going to be discussion talk in this podcast. What I was going to say, doing things to irk me or, purposely annoy me, make me feel sick to my stomach, that's Brogan Hastings.
Mm-hmm. I'm not apologising.
Did I expect you to?
Do you know what I mean when I do that? Do you get that? What that's a reference to? Have I told you that?
Maybe.
Possibly.
But I don't have a good memory.
Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, where...
Oh, yes, you have, yeah.
I'm not apologising.
Yeah. But no, it's well documented that I hate... What's his name?
Michael Rosen.
Yeah, I hate that video, meme, whatever, of him going... Noice. Yeah. But the thing is, I do love that cat meme, though. Mm-hmm. So I don't even know what that meme is called.
Women yelling at cat.
Yeah, women yelling at cat. But so Brogan sent me a photo. It's a picture of a soda fountain machine, and it says no ice on it, but it looks like it says Noice. So the women are crying, pointing, no ice, and then instead of the cat, it's Michael Rosen, but his face is all squished up and disgusting. He looks like fucking E.T. And it says Noice. I don't like that at all.
You were not happy with me when I said that.
No, I think, what did I say?
You fucking made that, didn't you?
Yeah, with an angry face. And your reply was, found in the wild, my dude. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Organically picked memes, homeboy.
Yes. And then I was going to read something else, but that is something you said you were only going to tell me, which is about the Therapeutic Touch playlist, which I'm not telling anybody else what it is. Because I don't know what it is even. I've now that Reddit is dying, I've got my friend into Imager. Ooh. So now it's all day sending memes non-stop.
Ideal, that's how to live life.
Yeah, and I used to do the me as a cat, right? Mm-hmm. Every day on Twitter. That was last year. And
yeah.
That was ages ago. But I still send me as a cat to them. And the most recent one was someone's drawn a picture of a cat. It says, all cats are fueled by autism in their own way. And there's a picture of a cat that someone's drawn smoking a cigarette. It's like the look on its face is like, the fuck you want? It looks like a little gremlin as well.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Yeah. So there's that. There's the non-stop memes. But yesterday on Imager was Upvote Everything Day. And Upvote Everything Day, oof, it's tough. The first time, I've only been on Imager for maybe 3-4 years, and the first time I saw the 29th of July, I was like, what the fuck why is it so fucking weird on Imager today? People post weird as shit because it is Upvote Everything. It's basically illegal to downvote on the 29th of July.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a trip. It's fun stuff. I stayed off of it. I usually enjoy it, but I was busy. I do stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I go for walks. I look at dogs. Just mimed something.
Yeah. I don't believe it.
Yeah, there you go. I don't believe it. But yeah. Oh, yesterday though, before going, was it yesterday? No, it was Thursday.
Definitely not yesterday.
No, it was Friday.
Are you sure it wasn't Wednesday?
Hang on, let me. No, it was not Woden's Day. No, I remember seeing. No, and Thor definitely wasn't up in the sky, so it was Friday. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So Friday I went and decided I needed to get a haircut. Mm-hmm. Right? And I've been thinking, I want my hair longer to style it differently. And so I've been purposely not getting a haircut for that reason.
Yes.
But I've decided it was too floofy on the sides, too fluffy. It was starting to go like poodle dog. And I should hit that. There we go. Now I know how far we're into the podcast because I didn't start the timer. There we are.
Right.
Now it started.
I thought you were hitting a drop for our friend who does have a poodle dog.
Oh, gee, who could that be?
Hey, buddy, nice podcast.
Hi,
He lives with a poodle dog. He doesn't have a poodle dog.
He lives with a
puts
poodle
up.
dog against his will.
Yeah, he puts up with a poodle dog.
He does.
So yeah, got a haircut. Went to my usual place because I used to always go to the Tommy Guns, is what it's called, in Joondalup, and I would always see Lisa. But Lisa's not been around for a long time now. And it's documented that I would just roll the dice and take next available. Yep. And that failed me a few times. And it's also well documented the troubles I have when going to get a haircut with anxiety and shit.
Nobody knows the troubles I have.
Yep.
That's my ADHD brain kicking in there.
Yeah. So for the last couple of times, I've been seeing a guy named John. And he's done a decent job of that style haircut, which is, it's not a fade, because a fade is typically skin up, so it's a taper, right?
Yeah.
So like a 0.5 up, and then still, and then somewhat like finger length on top.
Yeah.
But what surprised me was when I went in, he recognized me straight away. He's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah." So I sit down in the chair, and instead of asking me what I wanted, he told me. So he remembered the haircut that I usually get. That never happens for me, right?
Yeah.
But I had to be like, well, actually, no, not today. Thanks for remembering. But yeah, because I wanted a bit more definition between like shaved sides and back and length on top.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it's like I said at the time, I don't think it's long enough to like brush backwards or anything. And I haven't had like a side part or anything in a long time. So I don't know what we're doing. And then he went full fucking professional barber on me. And he's like running his hands through my hair and stuff. And he's saying, yes, well, blah, 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 we can do this and that. And this will work with your hair. This is probably what's best. And yeah, growing it long, it's a good idea getting it longer because then you got more options. It's like, awesome, let's fucking do it. So, and I think I'm very happy with it, at least. So
I've already complimented you on it. I do like it. This is going to sound like a weird question. Can I see the back?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't. No, I took off my headphones, so I can't hear you. Can you see the back?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I still have like a weird, almost like a dent in the back of my head from wearing hard hats all the time?
You do. I'm just curious as to the fade of the back. But
well, hang on. Let me get closer so you can see. It's probably so. It starts off basically my beard length and then goes up. Yeah. One thing he did do though was right here, right next to my ears, he left like little sideburns, like just a bit more floofy than everything else. So I got home, I was like, what the fuck? So I had to go just trim them down a bit. Other than that, no, very happy. But something I hate every time I get a haircut, right, is when they pull out the straight edge razor to do the back of my neck.
Oh.
Because that's a thing at barbershops for guys, at least. And then at this place, they also have hot towels. Yeah. Which I don't really like either. And so he says, do you want the hot towel like on your face and your head? I'm like, nah, it's good. And it's like, okay, we'll just do the straight edge. I'm like, oh, okay. So he gets the bit of shaving cream, does the straight edge. Sorted. It's like, okay, I'll go get that hot towel. Oh, you didn't want the hot towel. Looks like it's too late now because you got shit on the back of your neck. Like, okay. So, see, the thing is like, yeah, it does feel nice because they like give you a little head massage and shit. And my concern is that I will like involuntarily go, or something like that while they're massaging my head.
Oh, see, I'm kind of like, I don't. No, please do not massage my head.
Yeah.
Do not like.
Oh, yeah. It's well, it's like that. Yeah, I don't need it. I don't want it. But like, yeah, it feels all right. And
No,
I don't want involuntary sound coming out of my body.
See, at least you're like, I don't mind the feel. I'm like, no, dude, no, don't like it. Don't like it. I don't like it.
So is your where you get your hair cut, is it all fancy or is it like pretty mum and pop run by a person kind of place?
It's kind of fancy. I go to a place called Wonderland in Livingston. I've been there, and it's existed for a few years. I mean, it's when I started getting my hair cut, I went to a place called Charlie Miller's, which that is proper high-end fancy place, which I went to because that was my mum's hairdresser. And then I got my hair coloured a couple of times, and what I asked for was silver. What they gave me was blonde.
I was going to say, did they go platinum blonde or something?
No, they went blonde.
Oh.
Like, it couldn't even be considered silver. And it was not fucking cheap either. So I tried twice, and I was like, no. And then I went to Wonderland because they were much cheaper. They were closer, because Charlie Miller's is in Edinburgh, and Wonderland is like 5 minutes down the road. So I went there, and they gave me silver hair that when I moved slightly when the light caught it in the right light, it shone purple. I was like, this is cool as shit.
That's what I was going to ask. I think I remember seeing a social media post one time when you had purple in your hair.
Yeah, I've had silver and purple in my hair. It's a lot to maintain.
Yeah.
It's not cheap to get done. I might get it done. I mean, if nothing else. So, the thing with having short hair is that my brother also has short hair, and we have pretty much the same hair colour. So I was taking a reference picture from behind. I needed a pose, something it was like opening curtains from behind.
Yeah.
Took the picture. I looked at it and went, fucking hell, I look like a fat Mitchell. I look like
I thought
a
it was
fat,
gonna go the other
short
way.
Mitchell.
I thought you were going to say, hey, Mitchell, I need to take a photo of the back of your head.
Maybe I should have done that. Mitchell, I need a reference of a tall, skinny dude with my haircut, please.
So, I think I know. How long, like, because you did used to have longer hair.
I did.
How long has it been now since you've had the shorter hair? Look, I don't think it's fair. I almost said, like, boy cut, but I don't think that's accurate. I know multiple people with shorter haircuts.
I'm perfectly fine with the term boy cut, and it makes me laugh again because it's essentially Mitchell's haircut.
Yeah.
And it's when I very first cut it off. So, I wanted short hair for a long time before I actually got it cut, and I'm talking like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
That I would like walk to. So this is pre-pandemic, where I would like be walking from the train up to work, and I'd be like, maybe I can just go into like a barber's on lunch and just cut it all fucking off. And I hummed and hawed, and Mum was like, oh, but you might regret it. And I'm like, it'll grow back. She's like, I don't know. You with the fucking tattoo, what?
Are you aware that you just said that you hoard?
Hawed. I said hawed.
You hoard.
A hawed. Is that not a thing?
Was the haircut that expensive, was it? You needed some extra cash.
I told you never to mention my extracurricular activities on this podcast.
Your nefarious past.
But to the point, what I was getting at is I ordered a wig off Amazon.
Oh, wow.
And like to try it. I put it on and I looked like my mum in the like late 80s, early 90s. It didn't it actually looked okay.
How short was that wig though? Was that more like shoulder length or? Oh
no, it was this. But the hair was a bit high. It was maybe up to the a couple of inches higher.
Yep.
And then I thought about it. I was like, I don't know. It was just such an effort to think about it getting done. And then I got, and it got to the point during the pandemic that I was like, if I'm going to do this, I should do it now, because if it turns out that it's shit, I'm working at home. I don't have to see anybody. You know, I can let it grow. So September 2020, I went in when the barber started opening up, and I was like, I just want it all off. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yep, just do it.
Define all, please. Mm-hmm. Is that what they said? Because they
Yeah,
bring out the... to just, like,
I
cut it
showed them
all off.
pictures. I showed them
Okay.
pictures, but they had to cut it off in stages.
Yeah.
Because and I mean, it was literally it was down to my tits, basically.
Yeah.
it was long
Beyond
ass hair.
armpits.
Beyond
armpits.
Far beyond armpits.
Yeah.
It was long hair. Because apart from I hated getting my hair cut, and I think, like, looking back, I think it's always because I came out of a hairdresser being like fine with it, never happy with it. You know, so I always felt like I wasted money because I didn't actually get what I want. What I wanted was short hair, and I always came out. It's like, oh, like, yeah, they did a good job. I can't complain about the job they did.
Yeah.
But I didn't ask for what I wanted, and I didn't get what I wanted, and I'm upset about it.
Now, another question.
Yes.
Do they charge you based... Because I'm very well aware that women's haircuts and men's haircuts are priced very differently. How do they charge you?
So I believe I get charged. I don't actually know.
Are you paying the same price that you would pay when you got your long haircut?
No, but at the same time, when I got my long hair cut, I was at a different barber. It's much more expensive. Different barbers, different hairdressers. It's much more expensive. It was at a hairdresser's, not a hairdresser / barber.
Yeah.
I don't actually. No, actually, you know what? Speaking of which, I have a receipt. I have a picture of a receipt.
Yeah.
Because the last time I went, my
You're
parking
going to claim
never
it on
got validated.
tax.
Well, no, my parking never got validated, so I got a fine through the post.
Oh, what?
And I was like, I was here. And then they're like,
And then Brogan called up the fine department and said, Brogan's a lawyer, you know.
yeah,
Brogan's going to fight this tooth and nail.
yeah. But yeah, and they came back and they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit. We
Really?
we literally don't care. It's like, we'll
So-
reduce it, but yeah.
Should it have been validated automatically, or you didn't get it validated?
So what happens is it's a tiny car park because it's like a tiny retail park. So you go in and you go into the hairdressers and they say, oh, what's your registration plate? And they put it in the tablet and that validates your parking.
Yeah.
So the last time I was there, I went in and it was just after coming back from P&T. And I'm really friendly with a lot of the guys in there. And I know that the receptionist, Lee, is... She's a big Penn and Teller fan, and her son's a big Penn and Teller fan. And I was like, I've got stuff for you.
Yeah.
So we started talking and completely missed it.
Oh, no.
So it comes up on the receipt as cut and style.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like gender specific.
Yeah.
I think it's
so
more.
they're considering it more than just a cut. They're still considering it a style.
Yes.
That's a bit rude because you're keeping the same basic haircut design.
She does.
Right.
She does do a little bit with the top sometimes.
Yeah, but I
I
don't
think
know.
it depends. I think it would just be a cut. I think actually it's literally just like there isn't just a cut. It's all labeled
Okay.
as cut and style, and the price
Alright,
is
that makes
dependent on
sense.
who does your hair and their level of expertise.
okay.
So
All right. Because the way that when you go onto the app for my barber, you I don't like differentiating it barber and hairdresser, right? Because barber is typically for men's hair, hairdresser is typically for women's hair.
yeah,
But women go to this place as well to get their hair cut. Mm-hmm. So why can't it just be a haircut place? I don't know. Because it suggests that not everyone should be going there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's bad for their business. But
I know
anyway,
what you mean, yeah.
you go on the app and your options are buzz cut. So that's cheaper because they don't have to do anything. A classic cut. And and then they've got soon to be man cut. That's like that's saying that they don't want young girls going there and getting their hair cut.
Oh, I don't know, but you said women go there, so
Yeah, that's right. I've seen them. I
I
know
mean-
some women. I'm friends with some women.
I mean, mine
Some of my
doesn't.
best friends are girls. Wait, no, that sounds bad. Women. Yeah.
Because I don't like going to an app or anything. Oh, I'm getting my hair cut on Thursday.
I was going to ask you when your schedule is, because if you only just got it done like when you got back from Penn and Teller, you must be close.
Yeah. So my they're well aware at Wonderland that I have a shite memory. So they're like, do you want me to book in their next 2 appointments? And I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
So I've got my next one's 3rd of August, and the one after that is 7th of September.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me the dates for the next one. Now it can't be
Now
a
you're
happy
under
accident.
pressure.
It can't be a happy accident if it happens. Like it's
That's
happened
true.
twice, I think, that it's been the exact same day
That's true.
for us. Yeah, they were good times. Good times. I had to do it. I had to.
You had to do it to him?
Send a message. Yeah, I had to send a message. Had to do it. Asking for it.
To who?
Hobo Johnson.
Why?
I had to say, dude, why the fuck you not coming to Perth? Basically, I mean, that's not that. It was a lot nicer than that. I think I said, hey, any chance that you might be coming to Perth on your Australian Hobo Johnson won't do a shoey tour? Were the exact words. Any chance of Perth being added to the won't do a shoey tour with the like smiley face with like a sweat drop kind of thing?
Yeah, the embarrassed.
Yeah. That was sent 5 hours ago. So I still have not received a reply. So I'm saying now we have to make this happen. Everyone should badger poor Hobo Johnson until he's like, you know what? I'm going to have to fucking go to Perth.
Yeah.
I think, yep, do me a solid. Oh, actually, no, that's fine. Hopefully I'll get it. If I'm getting a reply, I'll get the reply within the next 24 hours. So by the time this comes out, this feels like I shouldn't be doing this.
Keep an eye on Twitter. If Wayne needs you to, come together and bother Hobo Johnson, we will let you know.
But you know what it is? Yes, I'm sad that I can't travel and go see Hobo Johnson. Legitimately, in the last couple of years, one of my favourite artists.
Yeah. You've mentioned him a lot.
Yeah. So it's... who I didn't mention last episode on our big 1 year anniversary spectacular when it was music.
Yeah.
When we were talking about music, yeah. But because we live such strange and privileged lives, I'm like, I mean, if he comes to Perth, it's like, good chance we could like hang out after the show or something. Because that's what we're used to now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
we
happen.
go to regular shows and are offended.
Exactly, like when I went and saw Joe Lycett.
Exactly. It's like, what do you mean I can't speak to Joe Lycett?
Yeah. Sorry, I had a message.
Was it from Hobo Johnson?
No, it wasn't. Boo. Okay. Hobo Johnson Watch 2023. Will Hobo Johnson be adding Perth to the Won't Do a Shoey tour? We'll keep you updated live through these events. I might edit that out and just like add real news beeps.
I like the fake news beeps.
Yeah, okay. We'll keep the fake news beeps, but I'll add like an audio sting, like a doo-dung or something like that.
It reminds me a lot of Haunted Doll Watch from My Brother and Me.
As
if we haven't stolen enough from them with a podcast.
What else have we stolen?
Podcast.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, that was happy accident. That only happened because I've got. Oh wait, are you talking about the Murder Party podcast? The podcast about the Murder Party murders.
Shit.
Yeah. But it's been a while. I think they're on break or something. There hasn't been a Murder Party podcast in a little bit, has there?
I know, but I know how to make it happen. Stay tuned next episode because Brogan's not going to pee during the break.
Yeah. I'm just listening out to see what I can hear. Nothing. But anyway, after I got my haircut on the Friday, took Kez out because she went to a One Direction night concert thing.
Of course.
Yep. And caught up with a mate at a place called Coventry Village. And it's like a big market. I don't know how to describe it. If you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. So it's like a big shed with stalls that people run.
Like a farmer's market kind of thing.
I guess, yeah. Maybe that's the best way to describe it. Farmer's market. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it. So lots of Asian grocers, a whole bunch of food. Now, the reason why we decided that this is where we wanted to go is there's a place called Simon Says, and it's a burger place, right?
Ooh, and you like a burger.
But the guy who runs it is batshit fucking crazy, right? Yeah, and that is why we wanted to go. This is the level, right? It was on Reddit, on the Perth subreddit. If any time someone would be like, went to Simon Says, it wasn't great, or the service was bad, or something like that, he's already been banned on his main account. He would make a new account every time. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I went there and it was great. It's the best food I've ever had. And he would continue doing that. He would yell at people in the restaurant about their burgers and like saying like, oh, can I have that without pickle or something like that? It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll see if I can find it and share
you
screen.
wanted to go here.
We wanted to, yeah. Facebook. Share screen. Where do I go? There it is. Share. There we go. Simon Says, here it is. The Facebook page is the menu looks like someone just like threw up, right? Someone threw up and created a menu.
Graphic design is my passion.
Yeah, that's right. The UFO burger seems to be the new thing, but it stands for You Freak Out, but it's you with the letter U, F-O, but then underneath it's you, the word, Freak Out.
Yeah.
But they've got, they still got it? They used to have like a, Jiggle, where's that?
Brisket burger.
Jiggle. Aged beef brisket, grilled onion, chili truffle sauce, barbecue sauce, cheese, 7 cheese sauce, and WB sauce. How many sauces do you need on a burger?
I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it's meat, I'm not,
Yeah. Well, the Sinner. 2 aged beef patties with melted cheddar, cheesy pulled lamb, grilled barbecue beef brisket, free-range cheese, pullet, egg, cry rings, pickle, truffle mayo, hint of insane chili sauce. Like, I don't even know what half that shit is, and it's $34.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
R2D2.
I mean, look at that UFO burger though. That looks kind of cool. R2D2.
Yeah.
You're seeing things I'm not.
Yeah. Second
Triple
one
meat barbecue cheeseburger. Triple meat, far out. Aged beef, pulled chicken, pulled lamb rib meat, chili sauce, triple cheese, 7 cheese sauce. Piffy and Puffy contains cannabis seltzer. Captain D. Luffy, Captain Monkey D. Luffy likes the burger very much. Aged beef patty, barbecue brisket, kiss sauce, KLS sauce, melted.
Fucking weeb.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. If you don't like garlic and coriander, then don't order this. Had to put that on the menu because people were constantly saying, "Can we have it without garlic and coriander?" The menu looks a little less crazy, but I think it's because we discovered we don't think he owns the place anymore.
Oh.
We think that he realized it was too much, sold the place. Because it looks different to what it used to on social media. So we were too late. We slept on it. We didn't go there in time, basically. So we walked around this entire place and we passed a place called Up in Smoke. And we looked at the menu and we're like, let's keep walking on. And then we walked around and like everywhere else was so expensive or just gross looking food. Like there was one place, like quite often Chinese restaurants, they'll have like a menu board with pictures of all the food.
Yeah.
So we're just basing it off that. It's like, I would eat that, I wouldn't eat that, wouldn't eat that. And there's like 70 different items and like maybe would eat 3. It's like, nah, didn't do it. So we went back to this Up in Smoke place and probably just assuming it was for like smoked meat.
Yeah.
No, not the case. It was also a shisha lounge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hashish.
So, yeah. Well, shisha hookahs, basically. Yeah, flavored tobacco. So
hookah bar.
We ate. Yeah, a hookah bar, yeah. Which my friend kept saying. They keep saying hookah instead of hookah, and I think it's because it makes me laugh. So no, we had a cheese. The cheeseburger was actually surprising. It was not... because it was like the kind of place it was, I thought it might have been like a frozen patty or something, but it was actually pretty decent. Because I think I was like, I want cheese. So I got cheeseburger, cheesy garlic bread. Later on in the night, I got off-brand cheesy Pringles. I didn't have any cheesecake, unfortunately.
Boo.
But that was a shame. But they also had, just randomly, like when we walked in, they had these things on a table, and I couldn't tell what they were. And we went up to look at them, and there was like a clipboard with a piece of paper, because I thought it was going to describe what they were, but it was actually the shisha menu, and surprisingly cheap. I thought it would like cost a lot of money, but it's like $30, and they got so many flavors as well. But like it increases, like it starts off pretty plain, like apple. Actually, it starts off weird. It's got some, I don't know, words that aren't flavors, but then it goes apple. Then it's like strawberry, kiwi, blueberry, mint, blueberry and mint, blueberry, strawberry and mint, blueberry, strawberry, kiwi and mint, blueberry, strawberry, mango, kiwi and mint. So it's like 5, 6, 7 different flavors in this one thing. How are you meant to differentiate?
Well, not even that. What is their obsession with adding things into blueberry? It's like
Oh,
the people
there was
must have blueberry with their options.
There was a lot of blueberry and a lot of mint.
Yeah.
Yep. Blueberry mint. Now, the things that they had, like, of course, we live in time of COVID, right?
Yes.
So they don't want you sharing mouthpieces, as in they don't want to have to wash mouthpieces on with the big hose. So they've got disposable ones on it, right? But they're like these, they glow green UV plastic things, and they very much look like they're designed for other uses. As in that it belongs inside someone, yes. Yeah, that was it. That was exactly it. But the thing is, they've got like MTV playing, and it's kind of half inside, half outside, like with comfy-ish kind of. No, they weren't comfy at all. But they got MTV playing, but the sound down all the way, and I had live DJs playing, and still playing, like they had club music on the MTV hour or whatever, and sort of club music playing as well. But then every now and then, the music would wind down, and then like Middle Eastern music would start playing, and a belly dancer would come out. So this is where it gets awkward, because no interest at all. Don't want them coming over at all.
Yeah.
So what is the go-to? Is the go-to you just make no eye contact, not look at all, or you sort of kind of engage? It's like, oh, haha, yay. Because I feel like either way it's a risk, because if it looks like you're engaging, they might come over to you and engage more. Or if it looks like you're not engaging, they might be like, I'm going to get those people.
No, the thing to do is, you were with somebody, yes?
Yep.
Doesn't matter what you talk about, you at the very least pretend to be deep in conversation.
Okay, all right.
So you haven't had the opportunity to notice. It would be awkward for the belly dancer to interrupt them, you, because if they came over and you still didn't notice because you were so deep in your philosophical conversation, that it's like awkwardly dance up, awkwardly dance away. Yeah. That's what you do.
Oh, no, even better. One of you starts to cry.
Exactly.
That'll keep them away.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, anyway, so these weird things that were like on the table, they were like piles of them. They were like bears. They were called rose bears, but they weren't made out of roses. They were like made out of foam shaped into roses. Like, they look fancy. But when we were sitting and eating, I was like, oh, how much do you reckon they are? My guess was $60. Their guess was about $80, and they were right. They were $80, and they're like less than a foot tall, right? But then I noticed there was a fucking huge one, like 3 foot tall by 3 foot wide. Wow. And I was like, oh, okay, we have to play Price is Right rules on this one. I lost by a lot. My guess was like $130. Their guess was $299. It was $380.
I was going to say $350.
Oh, Brogan wins. The Price is Right rules. But it looks like no one was interested. No one was buying that shit. No one wants it. No.
It sounds like they don't want to sell them either.
Yeah.
It's like they've got them and we have to look like we're going to sell them, but no, you're not taking my rose bear home.
Yeah, but they weren't. They were weird colors as well, like not typical rose colors.
Yeah.
But it was. They also were very generic. Like they had ribbons on, which were clearly for like celebration things, and you would expect to say like "Happy Birthday," "Happy Anniversary" or something. They all just said "Happy Every Day."
Every day's an atheist holiday.
Yeah, that's right.
They've read Pendulette's book.
But you know, people, not even atheists are happy every day. Case in point.
Yes.
I mean, the cheese bags couldn't see your face when you said that. That was in agreement. That wasn't like yes, queen. Yeah.
Yes, queen.
Yeah. But yeah, that was an interesting place. Yeah, it was fun times.
Good. At least you had fun.
Yeah, and they. I don't know if you've seen them before, but they basically put the I don't know what they call it, but the flavored tobacco in a thing which sits on top of the big hookah, which is basically it's like a bong, I guess, is the only way to describe it, because it's filtered through the water and then up through the hose, through the mouthpiece. But on top, they put hot coals.
Oh.
Because, that's what causes the burning of the tobacco. So you breathe in through the mouthpiece, it draws in over the hot coals, through the hot coals, through the tobacco flavor, through the water, up through the mouthpiece. But they also offer something for another $20, a fresh head. So the head, that's what it's called. So you heard me. They offer fresh head.
Every bar's a hooker bar if you've got enough money.
Truth.
$20 is $20.
We don't even know. We don't. Well, that's how much it cost. An extra $20, and we didn't know what it was. And they're like, "Oh, basically, it's fresh fruit put in the head." And no one needs that. I'm picturing it, it's cut up fruit in the thing. I'm picturing it like a whole apple that's been cored out with the shit packed into the apple. I'm an idiot, obviously.
Yeah. We knew this.
Yeah, we knew this. This is not new news to anybody. No. But it's also raining outside, so it's good to keep warm. And I saw something that I've never seen in my 7-odd years of HVAC air balance technicianing, and it was some kind of weird heating device.
Ooh.
I didn't take a photo because they clearly had air conditioning, which wasn't turned on, but it was like this. It looked like okay. Are you familiar with? Oh, it's actually back on the air now. Gladiators UK.
Gladiators,
yes.
Yes. Gladiators.
Okay. Gladiators. That's how it's pronounced in Australia.
Is it?
Gladiators.
That's disgusting.
Gladiators. Okay, maybe it's just me. Gladiators. They're in the UK version. I remember there was like a racetrack that they would hang upside down on and sort of crawl along like that, try to escape from almost looks like a slot car hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, that's kind of what this looked like, but with what looked like pipes. I'm thinking maybe they put water through it, hot water. I have no idea. It was blowing my mind. So I'm not the expert in air commissioning that I thought I was, because air includes water.
Yeah.
But I think I'm looking for another job.
Really? In the same field or totally different change of pace?
Totally different. I've applied for a retail position. Ew, Wayne, what are you doing? Slap, bad boy. Yeah. I think some of it comes from hating my job, but also changing up your haircut as well. It's it gives you some level of control when you feel like you don't have much going on.
And sometimes, even just with a retail job, it can just be a stepping stone. It can be a breather, just, right, okay, get out.
Well,
it's got structure and routine.
Yeah, this is a management position as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But I've done it all before, so.
Yeah. Is it... Yeah. Is it at least with I wanted to say a fun company, by which I mean a company that you enjoy having the discount for, such as
it's called Games World.
Oh, so there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Not video games, board games.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right. It's where
So
I
you're-
purchased my You Lying Sack from.
So you can learn Warhammer and teach it to me. Yes!
They don't sell Warhammer, I don't think.
What the fuck? Okay,
Warhammer is a tabletop game. Not. If they do, it's not because there's actual Warhammer stores.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
You didn't want to look
Yeah, I
at
don't
a
think they do.
management position at tabletop games?
no. See, I knew someone who worked at a tabletop place, and they were looking for staff, and I didn't even apply. This was years ago now.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, not going to happen. Yeah, they do sell stuff for painting figures, I guess. Yeah. So they're more heavy on it's board games,
Yeah.
like board games.
Yeah.
Which is great because I love me party games like Cards Against Humanity, You Lying Sack,
Yep.
Joking Hazard. All those sort of games are my forte, and playing cards. Lots of playing cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in this now.
Yep.
Like all the fancy
See-
bicycle ones and
Yes, exactly.
Dairy 11.
Yeah. Now, look. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. If they are doing their due diligence, they've checked my resume. Surely they Google people nowadays, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing you do. So I Googled myself, and of course, Hey Buddy Nice podcast comes up everywhere.
Yeah.
So if they're doing their due diligence and listening to the latest episode of Hey Buddy Nice podcast, yes, I'm willing to admit that I Facebook stalked the person you send the resume to. I won't name drop them, but yep, I went that far to see what's going on.
I think that's what you have to do in this day and age.
Yeah.
It's you know you're going to get Facebook stalked when they're looking for staff. You might as well do do it first to see what they're looking for.
I am not brave enough to log into LinkedIn, though, and click on their profile. Because that tells you if someone's looked at your profile. It tells you who it was. So maybe I could make a fake one. But I don't use LinkedIn. My LinkedIn
Maybe
is
you
still
have friends who have a LinkedIn.
old. Yeah, if only I had friends. Why are you blinking at me like that?
Because I have a LinkedIn and I'm nosy as fuck.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. If you're listening, buddy. Welcome, cheese bag. God, I'd probably have to shoot myself. If anyone I worked with listened to Hey Buddy Nice podcast, I'm as in currently.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
I think I'd get away with it if anybody in the finance team. Do you know what? I think I would maybe just be fucked if HR or Derek listened. And even then, maybe Derek would just be like, oh, okay, cool.
He'd be like, Brogan, we're going to have a meeting. Of course, he would sound more Scottish. Brogan, we'll have to have a meeting. Then you'll go to meet him at the Glasgow office. And he won't show up. Yeah. And then you'll send him a message, and he's like, oh shit, I forgot. And he'll come.
I thought
and
you
it'll
were
be like,
ill.
Yeah. It will be like, what time do you knock off again? 5:30, 5 o'clock?
5.
So 4:45 he'll show up and be like, Brogan, let's have that meeting. And then it's like, so yeah, clearly very important stuff that we need to talk about.
No. Okay.
Very important stuff we need to talk about. I saw this anime last night. It was fucking great. Have you heard of this anime, Brogan? Oh, and I got this new figure as well. This figure from this anime. It's amazing. And that talk will go in for 45 minutes. And then he'll be like, well, that was great catch up. So we'll see you next time you're in the office.
That's pretty much.
And then you'll go home.
The only thing I was going to say is pretty much exactly what you're saying, which was he would sit me down and say, was there anything else you needed to talk about?
No, yeah. And then you say, not at all.
No, I'm good, bro.
Yep. Oh, gosh.
Do you know what, though? I take my iPad into work because it's... I don't use notepads or anything, so this is my notepad.
That's silly.
And sometimes I like to draw on stuff on my lunch break or whatever.
You like to doodle.
Yeah, I have lots of stickers on my iPad cover.
Hunky boys, butts.
Including a Hey Buddy Nice podcast sticker.
Yeah.
And including one that says, that is Brian Brushwood's rant. The fuck you rant. Now, I've been on calls with Derek where I've had my iPad sitting on the desk
Yep.
And he's been talking, and he looks around, turns his head, and me not thinking, I know that he's looking at the iPad. I just turned it round so he can read it. The end of the call, he turned off the call and went, right, so this iPad, I don't think it's appropriate that you've got fuck you on your iPad for work. I don't think that's work appropriate. And I'm like, but it's my iPad, Derek.
Yeah. It's not a work iPad.
So it's like, I don't give a shit. It's mine.
He has a point, but not well made.
No.
Valid point, not made well.
There might have been a point there. I'm not sure what the point was, but but yeah. So he's seen the logo.
Yep.
Certainly, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, it was our big, like, I can't remember if we did it. I think it's been a couple of weeks, but last week we had a big, spectacular 1-year anniversary show.
Did
got a little vulnerable. Then the week before we had a bank episode. So I don't know the last time that listeners. I don't recall the last time that we. That's the wrong button. Where's the right button?
We are unprofessional. 1 year in and we're still missing buttons.
It's gone. I think I replaced it with this. No, I've even deleted that. Oh, gosh. I've got music for it, but I'm going to have to add it in post-production, because that's right. It's time for swearing around the world. It's weird doing it without the music. I don't like it.
No.
Man, it's so weird. Anyway, today, this card, it speaks to me.
Okay.
And it's probably because it's a mistake. It's a mess up.
Okay.
Relatable. So the origin is from Malta, the country of Malta, and the language, you guessed it, Maltese. It's an offensiveness of Maltese without the R. Maltesers, yeah! The light chocolate. It's 4 stars offensiveness, but I don't know. They've gotten something wrong in their translation, or they forgot to type the whole sentence.
Okay.
But the swear, because I went to Google Translate, and it was nothing even close. It is Fox Kruhitek, and the Fox has an apostrophe after the F, and it's double X. But the translation just says, fuck your ugly dash. But it's LGLI. But also your is YOUR. So it's not saying fuck you are ugly. It's saying fuck you're ugly. Your ugly cat.
Yeah, it sounds like something that
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it's got the I. But it sounds like to me it sounds like something.
I'll go English to Maltese right now, or vice versa. And
like
so we'll
fuck
type
you,
it in.
fuck your ugly sister too, kind of thing.
Yes.
You know that's what it feels like.
Okay. It translates to in your beasts. So it doesn't even make sense. You know who I should reach out to? I should reach out to Sean McAuliffe, because he is Maltese, of Maltese descent. His father was Maltese, so he might know some Maltese. I'll be like, hey, maybe I shouldn't, because it's 4 stars offensiveness. Yeah, I'll save that one. Maybe I won't. So yeah, maybe we've got a Maltese cheese bag, or someone who speaks Maltese.
Possibly.
Malteser.
Reach out. Correct the thing.
Let us know. We need to know.
Yes.
But speaking of swearing around the world, I learned something very.
Is this a specifically directed? Because I also have a swearing around the world story.
Okay, I've got 2.
Ooh.
I've got 2 more. So how about you go for yours?
I was gonna say, do you remember when we did what you're like? I don't think this is like the offensive rating that it's come up as, and it was you fool.
Yes.
So I used that in context today, and I was like, oh no, I understand why it's a 3-star offensiveness.
Really?
Yeah. Because I went shopping. I went out at lunch to get, to top up my Pepsi Max stash and
supplies.
I say stash supplies. Like it's hidden. My
you could hide your Pepsi Max in there.
But I messaged Mum and said, I'm going to the shops. I'm getting this. Do you need anything? And Mum's like, you mean you've drunk all the Pepsi Max? And I'm like, uh-huh. She's like, I just got 24 cans.
Ooh.
And I'm like, yeah, like 2 or 3 trips ago.
Okay.
And she messaged me back like, no, on the 20th of July. This is the 24th. And I'm like,
what?
I have not drunk that amount.
No,
I was like,
surely not.
Okay, I was like, okay, I think I might have, missed something here. She was like, it's in the garage. It's like, that might be why. That might be why. I was like, okay. So I had some other stuff to get, like peanut butter and that. So I just got that. I left the Pepsi Max, and I thought, worst comes to worst, if it's not there, I'll run up to the corner shop, grab a couple of cans, and we can deal with it later. Nope. Yep, there was a whole case of 24 cans unopened of Pepsi Max in the garage. I took a picture and sent it to my mum and said, I am a fool.
Okay, good.
I was like, yep, that felt like, yeah.
So your mum wasn't like, you fool.
No, I was referring to myself as a fool, and
Self-referential foolishness.
Because it felt more insulting than saying, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, yep.
I am a fool with the little trademark symbol.
You absolute nincompoop.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was on Imager and I discovered this. It's not a meme, but it says, life is extra surreal for French speakers right now because in French, phonetically, ChatGPT, the words ChatGPT, sounds exactly like cat I farted in French. Everywhere, on TV, in the news, people going, cat I farted, over and over with a straight face. Is cat I farted going to steal your job? How are schools dealing with cat I farted? Lawyer caught using cat I farted. It's incredible. And I had to hear it for myself, right?
Yeah.
Am I sharing audio with you? I must be, yeah?
Yes.
No, I stopped it.
Oh,
No,
you were.
I'll have to do it again. Computer audio. There we go. And share. So this is cat. So I've gone to Google Translate. I've typed in "can I farted," and this is what it sounds like.
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
That is 100%. I thought it was going to be like kind of close, but it's just ChatGPT in a French accent.
I knew that chat was cat,
Cat.
but yeah, that's hilarious.
But it's 3 words, so chat and J''I''E. Then farted is PT. P-E with an accent, T-E with an accent. Chat GPT. That's not a great French accent. That's why we're not doing accent challenge anymore.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, accent challenge is a retired bit until we get a good accent challenge.
Yeah.
One that speaks to us. Yeah. And then the other swearing around the world adjacent talk that I've got is my friend used to play a game. I don't know what it was, but it was one where you pretty much had to be in a Discord chat.
Okay.
Because you like join guilds and stuff. It's like I don't know.
Like World of Warcraft kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't really know. But one of the things was like gaining resources, right? Mm-hmm. And they went into the chat one time, and because they needed mushrooms, and they were like, "Oh, there's some mushies over here." Mushies, short for mushrooms. And one person was like, "Please don't say that." I'm like, "What? Mushies? Yeah, don't say mushy, because in German or Dutch or whatever, it means vagina."
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
So now it's just constantly talking about mushies.
It's like
eating some mushies.
I think it was Chris and I were talking about The Nanny. I have now got Chris watching The Nanny, thanks to the Danny Davis
God.
cameo. But it's a while ago we were talking about it. We were talking about the theme song, and he played it, and obviously one of the lyrics says she was out on her fanny.
Yes, yeah.
So he listened to that and he paused it,
Yep.
and he paused it and went, "I have to ask," because I could hear the audio. He was like, I have to ask, do you? And I went, yes.
Every time.
Every single fucking time.
Yeah. But the other day, I think I was playing a video game.
You think?
On stream. Oh, it could have been drawing. I think it was video game stream. And I was playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Ages or Seasons, one or the other. I can't remember which. And the bad guy's name is Venra, but I misread it as Werner.
Werner
Herzog. So the bad guy is
Werner,
bringing...
I'm so glad to see you. Welcome back to the podcast.
But Werner, their mission is to cast the world into shadow, and there shall be only beige for people to see in the world of shadow. So now it's just Werner as the bad guy. But then I made a reference to Mario Brothers. Mario something. And there was someone else in the chat. I think it was, Oxtrello. I can't remember their name because it like ends in a T, and I thought it ended in an L, and I was like so sad because I've called them this the whole time. Kind of like Joan and Vasquez constantly calling me Wayne Glow instead of Wayne Geo. So, because they've been dropping in my streams for a long time. And they said, after I talked about Mario, they said, Mario, an Italian guy who eats mushrooms. So I had to say, Mario's not the only Italian guy who eats mushies. I thought it was funny. Because my last name is Giovinazzi. It was a funny joke. It was a funny joke on another level that I'll tell you later, which just like doesn't make any sense to anybody else. But that's not podcast talk. It might be bonus content. We'll see. Yeah. Oh gosh, I just noticed the time. Far out. We didn't really hit much on our list at all. We were busy talking about haircuts, which happens a lot on this show.
It does. Number one haircut podcast on the internet.
Yeah, because we're no longer the number one license plate and bumper sticker podcast anymore, I think, because we've fallen off that as well.
Well, has anybody taken over?
Valid point and well made.
Thank you.
I did see one, I guess, and that kind of pissed me off. It said 24/7, but in the middle of the word 7, so it was the number 24, then the word 7, but in the middle of the word 7, they didn't have an E, they had a 3, so it was 24 Sethreven. Not even, 24/3 Sevian. Yeah, it was weird. I didn't like it. It was terrible.
The only one I've seen, and it was on TikTok, and it was a Subaru, and the license plate was UWU.
Oh,
is that a Subaru?
No. Oh, yeah, Subaru. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Subaru. What was I saying the other day? I can't remember. But it was I realised it was very uwu, so I had to stop it.
Have you seen the Barack Obama chat with that?
Oh, I'm sure I have. Yeah.
That's where Ben Perish comes from. One of my favourite responses ever.
Well, maybe cheese bags. You do like license plate and bumper sticker talk, or you think there's a good accent challenge. It's been like we haven't written these segments off completely. If it's appealing, we'll do it. All right, just write to us. admin@nicepodbud.com. Give us your suggestions, any weird shit that you see with cars. It doesn't have to be just a bumper sticker or a license plate. It could be like one of those fucked up cars with all the teddies on it that I saw.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Or, art crimes. We love art crimes a lot. We haven't had any for a while. I know that Ranchan's working on something, they told me. So that will hopefully get sent through shortly. But yeah, we will only say nice things about your art crimes. But yeah, you can also support the show as well, which again, every time it happens, we start our big bowl chant, it feels good every time. It's patreon.com/nicepodbud. Few bucks gets you access to bonus content. We're recording it every week, I think. It's just happens. We record a little bit before the show, sometimes between, sometimes after, and anything that gets cut out that is worthy for bonus content, we chuck it in there. Are we saying? And
this is the end of the first month. So by the time this episode drops, we will have sent out the first physical rewards.
We'll have sent stuff out to the cheese bags part of the envelope club.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the envelope club is we send you an envelope with art in it, basically. Probably sticker. We're thinking stickers, magnets, maybe little print, maybe art card kind of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should work that out.
Yeah.
But you can also support Brogan directly. Where can they do that, Brogan?
You can visit my store at 7billionneedles.com and buy shiny things. And non-shiny things, and
why
things
would you
that
though?
stick to
Shiny
things.
The best.
Well, there's
things that
see-through
stick
things.
to things.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. See-through might be better than shiny. That's a valid point.
Yeah. Yeah, or prints. I've got prints up there of things.
Like Prince of Purple Rain fame?
No, I was going to spell it out, but I've forgotten how to spell. So
You should have said no, Prince with a T, and I would have said to Prince. Stephen.
Paper things
Prince
that you can put
with
on
a
a
T.
wall.
Yeah. Yep. And I've been getting a lot of support on Twitch, which is
Good.
very good. I've been appreciating it. Just with new followers all the time is great, and subscribers. And
Good.
If you follow me on Twitch, or if you subscribe, or if you're a patron of Not So Good at This, your name ends up in the credits. And I am a big fan of these credits. Have you seen them, Brogan?
I haven't seen the new ones yet, no.
I'll show you the new credits. It's basically Super Mario Bros. 3 ending.
You've told me about them. I haven't seen them in person.
We talked about it, yeah. So, and the thing is, it makes me do work. Because I have to update it manually, the names, and I do it once a week before I stream comics on a Saturday. And it's a good problem to have. I'm running out of room, and I'm going to have to rethink how I lay out these credits, because I want it to be as authentic to the credits of Mario 3 as possible. But that might have to change a bit. So, but, yeah. But you can also talk to us directly on social media, Twitter and stuff like that, which is at NicePudBud everywhere we are on social media. But also, Brogan can be found
at 7 billion needles. I thought you were pausing
I may have had a Mitch McConnell moment then. I may have had a stroke.
Did he actually have a stroke?
I don't know. No idea.
He just stopped talking. If only he had done that many, many fucking years ago.
Yeah. But Brogan is at 7 billion needles on all social media.
And Wayne is at Wayne Geo on all social media, apart from Facebook.
Fuck Facebook. I'm on Threads. You on Threads yet? Should be on Threads.
No, is Threads
Threads
not
is where
dead?
it's at. I don't know. I just post when I'm streaming on Threads. That's it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheese bags.